Hello, I'm Junior, and I'm joined by Jordan, and we're going to be discussing England's chances at the World Cup and how far they'll go. So, what do you think about the last England squad?
I feel like the squad Roy Hodgson picked back in 2014 for the European Championships was overall quite a solid squad. Like, he mixed youth with experience quite well. But I think where he went wrong may not necessarily have been the players, it was more tactically. But a couple of changes I would have made now in comparison is the fact Joe Hart shouldn't be number one anymore because he has struggled a lot for West Ham this season. Adrian's been a lot better than him, making a lot of mistakes. And when England call upon him, he doesn't always play with his ability doesn't match his enthusiasm he has in the tunnel. So I feel like he might be a good player to have there for experience, but not in the starting 11. Also, I feel like the starting centre-backs of Smalling and Cahill isn't a strong enough partnership because both of them make a lot of individual errors, and I feel like having two centre-backs who both make a lot of individual errors is just asking for trouble, I guess. Another change from that squad was Milner retired, which I think is quite big because even though he's not the most the most zazzy or show-offy player, he's quite effective at what he does and gives a lot of balance to the squad. And another player who's missed out, I reckon is going to miss out from the last squad, is Ross Barkley. He may have moved to Chelsea for 15 million in January, but he hasn't played a lot of football, and I feel like he can't be picked if he hasn't played a lot of football, if you get what I mean, Junior. Like, he can't be picked. Also, the fact that Rooney's retired and Sturridge's England record, I feel like it's going to be a very different squad compared to last time.
You mentioned Joe Hart shouldn't be in England's number one. So, who do you think has improved enough to be England's number one goalkeeper?
I feel like the number one probably at this point should be Jordan Pickford. Obviously, he made that 30 million move to Everton, which was quite a big move for him. And it's quite a lot of money to spend on a goalkeeper, 30 million. So I feel like if I was Gareth Southgate, he'd be my number one. And then my second choice keeper would probably be Jack Butland. Even though he makes quite a few mistakes. He made a mistake last weekend against Southampton. But he also pulled off those really good saves. And he's still a young keeper. He's still learning his trade. Which is also a reason why I think Joe Hart should be in the squad as the third keeper to provide that experience. Because he's been to World Cup before, he's been to Euros before. It's very different, I guess, if you're a young player coming straight into the World Cup. So I feel those three would be good.
I agree.
So talking of the goalkeeper, what would your ideal starting 11 be for the World Cup then, if you had to pick one?
I pick Pickford in goal. Wolves and Walker wing backs. The defenders, Cahill, Smalling, and Jones.
Five at the back.
Yeah, I put Dyer, Holding, and Wilshere and what's that? Wilshere and probably Lallana in the midfield, and just off Kane up front, I'll have Ali. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. You can make use of the Tottenham partnership in Ali and Kane.
Yeah.
I think I'd go for something similar in a way, but not the same. I'd go with Pickford in goal, left back, Danny Rose, right back, Walker. But in centre back, I'd probably go for a controversial John Stones, Joe Gomez combination. I feel like they're both under good managers and they're both improving massively. I feel like if they could work together, it could be a pretty good partnership. I'd also go right mid Sterling, left mid Lingard, only because he's a big game player. He's proven it again for United over and over again. Centre mids, I'd go with two, not deep lying, but sort of holding, sort of box to box. I don't really know what to call them, I guess, but I'd play Henderson and Wilshere in the middle. I feel like that adds a good balance. And then number 10 role, Dele Alli with Harry Kane up front.
So who do you think will be the star of England's team?
I feel like on current form, it has to be Harry Kane. Like, he scored more goals last year than Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, like all the big name players. So I feel like if you're in that form and like playing that well, scoring that many goals, you should be a star player, I guess. Who would you say the star player for the tournament would be?
Somehow I think Sterling would actually be the star of England's team as a whole.
How comes?
He's on form right now for Man City, and he's probably one of the fastest players in England's team.
Definitely, yeah.
With the ball and off the ball as well. So I think he'll have a great tournament.
Yeah, and his game has improved a lot under Pep. Like, you can even see with the runs he makes, his finishing, the fact that he looks to pass a lot more and just waste a lot of opportunities. I feel like he's definitely improved a lot as a player. So maybe we could be thanking Pep in the summer for helping us win the World Cup, who knows?
Yeah, in England group, I think Belgium will be like a team to their main threat, and they're actually a dark horse to win the whole tournament.
Fair play. Yeah, Belgium have got a pretty good team, to be fair. I feel like in that group of Belgium, Panama and Tunisia, I feel like definitely Belgium are the team to watch out for. But we shouldn't like rule out any of the other teams, because we saw what happened in the last World Cup when we thought, oh, Italy and Uruguay are the only two teams we have to worry about in the group, and then Costa Rica and qualified over us and the other teams. So like, I feel maybe you're definitely right in the sense that Belgium are definitely a team to watch out for. But I hope England don't underestimate Tunisia and Panama, because I guess at the World Cup, everyone is playing there to win. Even though teams like Panama and Tunisia have a really small chance of winning, I feel like every team is going to set up, hopefully, set up to win. So where do you feel like, even you say that Belgium's like the team to look out for in the group.
Yeah.
Where do you think we'll end up placing, or how far do you think we'll go?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think they'll make it to at least around 16.
Last 16, yeah.
16 round.
Okay. I'm the same. I feel like they may get past the last 16 because they have to face either realistic winners from the other group they have to face are Japan or Colombia if we come first or second. So I feel like, quarters is a realistic target, but then that's when we start having a chance to play in the big teams. But again, it's the same old story with England. We always talk about our big teams coming in, we see that chance over. But I feel like we're at the point now where we should start thinking we are the big team. We should be the ones who, like, we're England, like, we've got a lot of good players. I feel like if we get that mindset out of our heads that we're not part of the big teams, I reckon we can definitely go far. Because Leicester did it with the Premier League. They were one of the big teams, but they went head-to-head with the big boys and won the title. I know it's different winning the World Cup to a league, but I feel like, similarities are there, I guess.
Thank you for tuning in to today's show. Hopefully you'll be enjoying some good England performances in the summer of the World Cup.
Nice.